Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sudden Wealth. I do hope you're having a wonderful end of the week. As you know, if you do enjoy the content, please consider dropping that like and subscribe. It greatly helps the channel. So, thank you very much for your support. Now, I mentioned this even before the reverse stock split of AMC, but it bears to be repeated because it actually is happening right in front of us. So, for people who don't know, we had a 10-for-1 reverse stock split on AMC, and the stock has been collapsing over the past month or so, collapsed more than 80%. And it went to the lows of, I believe, 10.75, 77, around that, which means that the stock was on the verge, pre-reverse stock split, to become a penny stock. That means below $1, if you would consider it before the reverse stock split. Now, what I said at the time was, look, when the float becomes small enough, when the market capitalization of the company becomes small enough, it will be easy to push the price up, so it will become quite volatile. You may have seen this also with companies like Bed Bath and Beyond and Be Big and Mullen, in which sometimes they run up 50% in one day. I mean, we are not talking about the same level here, but the lower it got, the easier would be to push the price up. And I knew that as soon as we saw a double-digit green day, like we did about 2 days ago, because we moved from 10.75 to around almost 13, it was a matter of time before the YouTubers, your classic suspects, would come in full force. Now, this is even worse than I thought, because they've just came back like they haven't missed a beating, like they haven't missed, like nothing has happened. So it's basically, there we go. This was the bottom. The shorts are now covering. They have made secret agreements to do a managed event on AMC and let the MOAs happen. And this is now happening, and that one is now happening, and that's it. AMC now is going to run. It's going to have its real MOAs. And I was expecting this, because now the next step will be, most likely, because I mean, maybe it is the MOAs. I mean, who knows, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to tell you what you should do, but I have a good feeling, and I would be willing to put some credibility at stake here, that something's gonna happen. I don't know what, but something's gonna happen over the next few days, in which all of a sudden the stock actually just got its MOAs stopped, and we are back to the same thing. Of course, these people are now. This is actually better for these people, because since the stock is losing so much value, it's going to become extremely more volatile. So this type of videos of good thing, bad thing, good video, bad video, good video, bad video, will be easier, because the movements in the stock will be so high that it will mess with your emotions in an extra way. You see? And the arguments for why the MOAs is coming are actually quite funny, because they are identical to what they were in 2021. There's no difference. They need to cover. There's no other way. The cost to borrow has skyrocketed. They need to sell. They need to cover their positions. They are now meeting in secret with the DTCC and with the government to see how we can do this without destroying the US economy. So it's the same stuff, right? Which should beg you the question. The number one question is, how the hell does this guy know that these hedge funds are meeting in secret with the government and the DTCC? But that's for another video. But the point being, that if you do understand what these people are trying to achieve on YouTube, they just want you to keep you stringing along as much as possible, one way or the other. But the point is that you keep coming to the channel. That's the key. And even if they lost any money on AMC, they will make it back if they already didn't make it back via ad revenue. But of course, you won't be able to do it. Now, they were somewhat quiet as AMC was going down, but I knew as soon as you saw a big green day that the whole MOAS conversation would immediately return. And it's so predictable because they need to go completely crazy on these kind of predictions to ensure the attention of the audience. And because people are down so much money, they need any kind of glimmer of hope they can get. And my problem with this is that they are just buying time. Well, some of them will continue doing this for 10 years or for how long it proves to work in terms of YouTube ad revenue. But I have a feeling that when interest rates go down and when we have a bit of the stock market euphoria back, because periods of euphoria are just normal as well, I get the feeling that they will start talking about recovering the AMC losses in certain other plays. And those other plays will all share the same features: beat down, low float, losing money, burning cash, share dilution stocks. These 5 items will always be present. And the way they will manipulate you in order to be interested in it is they will appeal to your sense of revenge trade, of recovering whatever you lost in AMC. And this is how they will do it. They will start talking about those stocks, and I think AMC will go further down in the priority list as the public loses interest, or as the retail investors loses interest on that stock. But the problem is the game will not stop there. Their game will just shift to a different ticker symbol, and they will come up with the same stories. They will come up with the same back and forth, and everything needs to be, how to say, so it's like wrestling, everything needs to be an event, an explosion, a big deal. Nothing can be just a normal stock. No, it needs to be, my God, it will bring the entire world economy to its knees. This kind of notions. Unfortunately, this all stems from GameStop, which was actually a real short squeeze. And I do believe maybe we are in a new era of pump and dumps. Hopefully, but unfortunately at the same time, we will see enough pump and dumps that people start to understand the game that is being played. But for the time being, unfortunately, a lot of people will suffer due to what these guys are saying, and basically what they are enticing you to do. So again, how could I know a month ago that this kind of videos would come up as soon as we saw green candle, a big green day? Because it's obvious that these people actually don't care about what AMC does. They want big movements so they can make splashy videos, and people get so kind of lost that they just want some kind of clarity. So they will buy in whatever BS they are giving you, and they are very good in this, in manipulating and using you. But hopefully you're now a bit more aware about their real hidden agenda. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.